Hello, everybody, and welcome back to United Pulse. So, Cristiano Ronaldo has done yet another Piers Morgan interview criticizing Man United. Gary Neville has come out criticizing Šeško, and now apparently Diogo, Dalot, and Rúben Amorim are related. Like, what the hell is going on here, guys? Seriously. I mean, we're talking about people gossiping about people, discovering family members that didn't exist. If I wasn't wearing a United top, if this wasn't the United Pulse, you'll think we're talking about some soapy like The Bold and the Beautiful or Days of Our Lives or whatever. Honestly, we're talking about Man United here. But anyway, so a lot to get through today, guys. Stick around and we're going to get into all of it. So, firstly, I'd like to say welcome to our very first United Pulse check video. I'm going to plan to do this every Wednesday to check the pulse of Man United. We're going to reflect on the weekend that has just passed. We're going to look forward to the upcoming weekend. And we're also going to discuss all the midweek news like we have today. I mean, yeah, we have a lot to get into, guys. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So starting with the main man, of course, I mean, we have to start here. Cristiano Ronaldo sitting down with Piers Morgan, and here's what they had to say. So Piers Morgan had asked, United has gone backwards since the last interview. Can you tell me what has gone wrong and what can the club do? So this is some quotes from Cristiano Ronaldo. He says, I'm sad because it is a club I still have in my heart. You have to follow with the smart people to create a base for the club. Manchester United right now don't have a structure. I hope that will change because the potential of the club is amazing. I mean, just to reflect on that statement first, I think he's not saying something that we all don't know. We all know the structure at Man United has been an absolute disaster. I mean, even since Alex Ferguson was at the club and still in charge and leading us to success, things were starting to fall apart with the Glazers. We could all see it. We were winning and we were being successful despite of them, to be honest. So I don't think he's saying anything new there. He's obviously still just highlighting it like he did in his previous interview. He went on to say, we have to be honest with ourselves and say they're not in a good path and they have to change. It is not just about the coach and the players. Now, to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, just from what I thought, maybe it's quite a simple way of thinking. I actually thought Ronaldo might have been a bit more positive compared to his previous interview. Because if we go back to the previous interview and look at everything that has happened up till now, I think quite a lot has changed. I think we have moved directions. Things have changed. Whether they're entirely for the better or not is yet to be discovered. But there's change. There is change. That can be said for sure. Even though the Glazers are still obviously majority owners, they brought in Ineos, whether it's under disguise and they're still just running the whole thing, we're not sure. But there is change. The club has definitely changed the way it's being run. Job cuts, cutting down salaries, all the changes at the club, the development of the training center, and just the way in which we manage our player signings and player contracts, etc. I think there's been massive change at the club. So I am a bit surprised that Ronaldo didn't maybe mention something a bit more positive to say, like there has been change, or just acknowledging the change. And I think also the fact that Rúben is his fellow Portuguese, I thought he'll be a bit more supportive of him, but it doesn't seem that way. I mean, he was asked about Rúben actually, and Ronaldo said he will do his best. What is he going to do? Miracles? Man United have got good players, but some of them don't have the mind what Manchester United is. So I guess he's not criticizing Rúben. He's just saying like what can we really expect him to do? Miracles, like almost like he has his hands tied behind his back. I think Ronaldo's putting a lot of the blame on the players here when he says they have good players, but some of them don't have in mind what Manchester United is. Basically, meaning they don't have the mentality of what it means to be a Manchester United player. So I think Ronaldo is basically highlighting some key areas again, being the players and the lack of mentality of what it means to be Manchester United, but more so the overall structure of the club from the top down. Not to do with the coach, not even to do 100% with the players, but more with the structure right at the top. And I think that's going to be true for as long as the Glazers are in ownership of Manchester United, to be honest. We just got to take the small positives as we go, I guess, and hope that just accumulates marginal gains, they say. And yeah, let's see what happens there. So that was Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. With Gary Neville then talking about Benjamin Šeško. This is what he had to say. Let me just, yep. Sorry, I had to see my face up close there. This is what Gary Neville had to say about Benjamin Šeško. The jury is out. He's well off it compared to the other summer signings that Man United have made up front with Cunha and Mbuemo. He looks awkward. He's had a couple good opportunities against Forest, but his touch wasn't right. For £80 million, you can say he's young and settling in, but you still want to see a bit more. I mean, I don't entirely disagree with him there. I think I've mentioned on my match reaction about the opportunities he had and he had a poor touch, etc. But I mean, to go in and say he looks awkward, he looks awkward. I mean, really? You're not even criticizing his like technical ability or like, giving him some suggestions or advice. It's like you look awkward. Like you look like you don't belong here. Like I think that's a bit harsh, to say that he looks awkward is wild. For £80 million, you can say he's young and settling in, but you still want to see a bit more. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, at the end of the day, he has nothing to do with the price tag. It's not his fault that we had to pay £80 million for him. So I think that's also a bit unwarranted. He is definitely settling. I mean, he made a comparison with Mbuemo and Cunha. They've been in the Premier League for the past years, so they didn't really have much adjustment to do. They're just moving clubs and obviously adapting to Rúben's style, but I think it suits them. So with Šeško coming in from an entirely different league as well as a different style of play, I think it's very understandable that he has not found his feet yet or found full form. And in saying that, he still bagged a couple goals for us. So I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it was just a bit harsh and unnecessary putting the spotlight on Šeško in this time. Like it has nothing to do with Šeško. Like he should not be a headline. It has nothing to do with Šeško at the moment. So I think that was just completely unwarranted. Again, like these stories are just completely unnecessary. What are we talking about here? This is Man United. We've got Ronaldo coming out of nowhere, sitting with Piers Morgan, criticizing us. Gary Neville taking it out on Šeško. It's just wild. And now, yesterday, we get this about Diogo Dalot. This has been confirmed by Man United sources. So this is 100% true that Diogo Dalot and Rúben Amorim are indeed related to each other. They're both great grandsons of Carlos Dalot, a 19th century circus artist. I mean, seriously, like what had to happen for somebody to ask about this? Like, how much digging do you have to do to figure this out? Like, what were you even looking for that you stumbled upon this information? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, are people like that bored? Are you like digging around, looking at ancestral family trees and lineage and stuff and figuring out that Diogo Dalot and Rúben Amorim are actually related? It's insane. So obviously this is going to give people the whole narrative to go with, oh, that's why he's constantly choosing him. It's just because he's related, nepotism on a money-making scheme. But yeah, no, it's crazy. So I don't know what we're talking about here. Like, is this a soap opera, soapy story? We're talking about family members coming out of the woodworks. Like, I can't believe this is a football club. This is Manchester United we're talking about here. But anyway, let's come back to reality. Let's settle back on ground zero. Let's actually talk about what matters, and that is Manchester United. Manchester United Football Club. We are playing Tottenham Hotspur this week, Saturday. Look out for my match preview that will be coming out on Friday with the press conference reaction. I'll be giving some team news and commenting on Rúben's quotes ahead of that match. So definitely catch that video. But I mean, if we just have to reflect on the weekend that went by, I think now that everything has settled, the 2-2 draw is not the end of the world, as we mentioned. We've had 3 wins and a draw in our past 4 games. Not bad at all. 10 points out of 12. If you had given me that a month ago, would have bit your hand off for it. So I think we can't have any complaints about that. It is definitely progress. We are definitely moving in the right direction. I absolutely believe that 100%. So next up, Tottenham Hotspur, Saturday. Guys, we have to get our revenge. I cannot forget that Europa League final. That was the most shambolic performance I saw. Losing 1-0 to Spurs in a cup final. This is Spurs in a cup final and we lost. We allowed them to win a cup. Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, no, that's disappointing. We definitely have to get our revenge back this weekend. So super important match. As I said, stay tuned for the match preview that'll be coming out on Friday. But guys, that was our first United weekly pulse check, where we go through the previous week, look ahead, and go through all the news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe. The community is growing, so let's be a part of it together, and let's keep going. For now, I am out. I will see you guys next time.